Hello, my name is Logan Kreinz. I'm a senior at Marquette University and a member of the AIM program. Today I'll be pitching York Water Company, ticker YORW. Before jumping into my presentation, I wanted to take you through my screening process. I was first looking for a water utility company who had a positive regulator relationships and was servicing a growing community. After analyzing multiple different small cap water utility companies, I thought that York Water Company best fit the script. York Water Company is an investor-owned water utility servicing multiple communities around Pennsylvania. It operates through two main segments: water utility service, which was 95% of total revenue, and wastewater utility service. York's services include impounding, purifying, and distribution of drinking water. It also owns and operates 2 wastewater collection systems and 5 wastewater collection and treatment systems. York is America's oldest investor-owned utility and was founded on February 23, 1816, and is currently headquartered in York, PA. York Water Company has been serving reliable, safe drinking water to the residents of South Pennsylvania for over 200 years. It also has 2 reservoirs, Lake Williams and Lake Redmond, which together hold up to approximately 2.2 billion gallons of water. In 2020, they supply nearly 20 million gallons of water daily. Operating revenue is derived from residential, 66%, commercial and industrial, 26%, and other sources, 8%. The recent acquisitions into western Pennsylvania highlights York's projected customer growth over 2%, while remaining a valued firm with a strong market presence and consistent dividend payout. In 2020, York's board of directors declared the firm's 600th consecutive dividend payment, and they've been able to raise the dividend over the last 24 years. Over this time, their sales, net income, and EPS metrics have grown at a rate of 2.7, 5.9, and 5.6 respectively. The company has been able to maintain an ROE over 11% because of strong relationships and well-timed rate-based increases. York has a strong history of financial stability and is currently rated A- by Standard & Poor's with a stable outlook. They are committed to preserving this strong rating, which allows for cost-effective borrowing to support their infrastructure improvements of $36 and $40 million over the next 2 years. Based on their commitment to infrastructure improvements and customer growth, it is recommended that York be added to the Small Cap Equity Fund with a price target of $51.08, representing an upside of over 16.35%. And York currently pays a dividend of 1.7. This company has 3 main drivers. The first is westward expansion and acquisitions. The firm is committed to expanding its customer and commercial growth, and they are achieving this by a relentless pursuit of acquisitions. York has recently acquired 3 smaller companies totaling over $3 million, with closing expected to happen in 2021. These are cash acquisitions and will not dilute the existing shareholders. Although these are not huge acquisitions, the amount of wastewater customers is expected to grow by over 30%. The average wastewater utility cost per year is $640, and they are adding over 1,800 customers. There will be an increase of $1.26 million to operating revenue in 2022. Winning with regulators. In 2019, York received approval from the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission (PPUC) to increase base water rates that resulted in an increase of annual operating revenue by $3.5 million. With the new settlement of the rate case, York will be able to recover over $77 million of investment system improvements and infrastructure replacements. The settlement will increase the average residential water bill for customers using 4,000 gallons from $42.81 per month to $43.93 per month, or just over $1. The wastewater bill for customers will increase from $50 per month to $62.50 per month. The increased rates will increase operating revenues for 2021, and infrastructure improvements are expected to be over $75 million for the next 2 years. And there will be another rate-based settlement to recover these capital expenditures expected in 2023. Pension perpetuity. Most pensions today are underfunded. However, in the case of York Water, their pension is overfunded by $2.2 million. This means over the coming years, this amount will be returned to the company and its investors. The company will not have to be concerned with pension costs because the PPUC agreed in a previous rate settlement to grant a recovery of the company's contribution to the pension plans in customers' rates. This means if the company fails to make the necessary contribution to its pension, they can recover the cost by raising their rates and recovering the money from their customers. This will allow York to never worry about their pension being underfunded. Instead, it will return a higher net income in the future from the excess of $2 million in the overfunded pension. In order to reach an intrinsic value for York, a 5-year DCF model was constructed, using a terminal growth rate of 1.25% and a WACC of 5.52%. An intrinsic value of $53.29 was reached. A sensitivity analysis of plus minus 25 basis points on terminal growth rate and plus minus 50 basis points on the WACC ranged from 44.85 to 65.52. Additionally, a PE multiple valuation was calculated, using a 2021 EPS of $1.31 and a blended average PE multiple of 32 times. An intrinsic value of $42.30 was calculated. Finally, a price tangible book value was conducted, using a blended average multiple of 4.78. An intrinsic value of $53.20 was reached. By weighing the three valuation metrics 60, 20, 20, a price target of $51.08 was reached. And the peers for this company are Middlesex Water Company, Artesian Resources, Essential Utilities, and SJW Group. There are three main risks. Regulated relationships. York's ability to expand its rate base case and achieve rate increases depends on the relationship with the regulators. If the relationship between the company and the regulator deteriorates, then York could face negative impact on the operations and financials. Faulty infrastructure. York's business financial condition and results of operations may be negatively affected by infrastructure failure. Negative news and an increase in expenses and capital expenditures would be impacted by faulty infrastructure. Weather conditions. Unexpected conditions may interfere with water supply sources. Drought and freezing temperatures would all contribute to lower availability of surface water, which would lead to an increase in purchase price with water higher costs and lowering operating margin. Joseph Hand, pictured in the top left, holds the position of Director, President, and CEO at York. He was appointed in 2020 but has been with the company since 2008. Mr. Hand is used to high-pressure jobs. He was a Chief Navigation Branch at U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. He works alongside Matthew Poff, who is not pictured, who has been at the company since 2009 and holds the position of CFO and Treasurer. The final position of the C-suite executives is Mark Wheeler, who is the COO and Secretary, pictured on the top right. This concludes my presentation. Thank you very much, and I look forward to answering any questions you may have. Have a great day.